All right, so this is the last video in our series. We're gonna do our stretching now, and I actually have a scarf here to use for a stretch strap, and then I have a pillow here as well to use for support for my head. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So working your way down to the mat, we're gonna start out on all fours with our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. We're gonna go into the cat. So working on spinal flexibility here, lifting the rib cage up towards the ceiling, tucking the chest and tailbone down towards the floor. Really trying to curve the spine as much as possible. And then transitioning into that cow, lifting the chest and tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping the rib cage down towards the floor. And we'll do these one more time, but you can do this at your own pace and do more if you feel like you need to loosen up your spine. So I'm going to go back into the cat, lifting that rib cage up towards the ceiling, tucking chest and tailbone down towards the floor. And then transitioning back into the cow, lifting chest and tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping the rib cage down towards the floor. Then I'm going to go a little wider with my knees. I'm going to sit my hips back towards my heels. I'm going to fold my torso over my thighs. And then you can use your hands to support your forehead, or you can bring your forehead directly down to the mat, whatever's comfortable for you. And you're just going to sit down into this posture as best you can for just a little while. Take some nice deep breaths. Okay, when you're ready, you can go ahead and work your way out of that child's pose and onto your back. You can use your pillow for support if you need it here. Especially if you aren't able to comfortably lay your head back, you want to make sure that you have a pillow to support your neck, okay? You don't want to strain it. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs with our knees and feet together, legs are bent, feet are flat on the floor, and we're just going to do some gentle knee rocks from 10 to 2 o'clock. Making sure that your shoulders are staying flat on the floor as you're rocking from side to side, nice and controlled. You're not taking this too fast. When you get to the side, you want to just pause for a second, let your body get used to that rotation. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and bring your knees back center. Let the knees fall open, bring the bottom of the feet together. We're going to go into a frog stretch and just try to relax. Let gravity do the work here. Taking some nice deep breaths, trying to relax the muscles. Engaging the core, go ahead and bring those knees back center. Draw that right knee into your chest, hug it in, and extend your left leg flat out on the floor. I'm going to have you do some ankle circles with that right foot. Really going for range of motion, doing about 5 in one direction and then switching. Doing some point and flex. And then go ahead and relax that right foot back down to the floor. Draw that left knee in, hug it into the chest, extend your right leg flat out on the floor, and then focusing on that left side to do your ankle circles. And switch directions. And point and flex. And just focusing on taking some nice deep breaths and relaxing the body. And go ahead and relax that left foot back down to the floor. You're going to take that right ankle, cross it over your left thigh, and apply light pressure to the right thigh to get the knee out to the side. This is called the figure 4. Then go ahead and take your left hand, grab your right knee, pull it up and across towards that left shoulder. So you want to make sure that you're drawing that knee up and not just over the body. Should be getting a nice stretch in the glute. And go ahead and relax that right foot back down to the floor. We're going to do the left side. Take that left ankle, cross it over your right thigh, applying light pressure to that left thigh to get it out to the side. Taking that right hand, grab your left knee, pull it up and across towards that right shoulder. Again, making sure that you're really getting that knee up as much as you're getting it across the middle of the body. All right, go ahead and relax that left foot back down to the floor and find that makeshift stretch strap. And I'm gonna have you just place it on the bottom of your right foot. You wanna extend the heel away from the body and you're drawing the foot up towards the shoulder. Don't force anything. Your leg shouldn't be shaking. You just wanna make sure that you're getting a good stretch here. Continuing to take nice deep breaths and relax. And then I'm going to have you take both straps in your right hand. You're going to take that foot up and out to the right side of the body, holding that core nice and tight, keeping your left hip flat on the floor. This might be difficult at first, so if you need to come back center at any time, just bring that leg back center. Should be getting a nice stretch on that inner thigh. Go ahead and bring that leg back center. And then when you're ready, you're going to extend your left leg flat out on the floor just to get it out of the way. We're going to put both straps into our left hand. We're taking that right foot up and over to the left side of the body. Getting a nice stretch in that outer thigh. Good, and then go ahead and bring that leg back center. And I like to get a nice stretch here with that left leg down. Your hips are getting a little bit more of a stretch. Good, and then when you're ready, we're gonna switch to that left foot, and you've got a couple of different options. You can drop that right foot, or you can just lift your left foot and switch it into this strap. Again, we're gonna extend through that left heel. I'm keeping my right leg bent, foot flat on the floor. Okay. Extending through that left heel, drawing that foot up towards the shoulder, just getting a good stretch, not forcing anything. And let's go ahead and take both straps in that left hand. And we're going to take the foot up and out to the left side of the body, getting that inner thigh stretch, keeping your right hip heavy and flat on the floor. Again, this one can be a little difficult if you're new. So if you have to come back center and reset, you can do that. Good, engaging the core. Go ahead and bring that leg back center. We're gonna get our right leg flat out on the floor and out of the way. Switch the straps to your right hand. Bring that foot up and across to the right side of the body. Should be getting a nice stretch in that outer thigh. All right, bring that leg back center, extending through the heel, drawing that foot up towards the shoulder. We're gonna get one more good stretch here. And then go ahead and relax. Okay. Now we're going to set up for the open book. So I'm going to have you roll to your side. You want to make sure that your face is on the front edge of the pillow. Okay, you want some pillow behind you because we're going to roll our heads back. I want your knees in line with your hips, your ankles in line with your knees, your hands out at chest height. And we're going to follow this top hand with our gaze, and we're going to rotate our chest and shoulders with our arm. And we're going to rotate back, trying to lay the shoulders flat on the floor. Notice that my chest and my shoulders and my head are all rotating with that hand. And you're going to try and come to the point that you're laying flat with your shoulders flat on the floor, arm flat on the floor, and your knees should still be touching, okay? You shouldn't be opening up your knees here. And then I'm going to take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, I'm going to bring that arm back center. And I like to do this a few times on each side, just letting the chest open up. So a really nice stretch. And just try and take my time relaxing into this stretch here. And then coming back center. I want you to be careful that you're not letting your arm go back behind your body. So you don't want to let your arm kind of go by itself. You want to make sure that you're letting the chest and shoulders rotate towards the floor along with that arm. The arm should never be behind your back. And then go ahead and bring it back center. And then we're going to set up on the other side. And I'm going to set up on the other side so that way you can see what it looks like when I'm all the way open. Okay, so I'm setting up my face on the edge of the pillow. Knees are in front of the hips. Ankles are out at in line with the knees. Arms are straight out at the chest. And I'm following this top arm with my gaze. As I open up, I'm rotating my chest and shoulders to lay them flat on the floor. My knees are still together. So don't force anything on this. And if you feel like you're getting to a point where you can't support the weight of your arm, don't go any further. You don't want to pull anything in your shoulder. Then I'm going to take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring the arm back center, rotating my chest and shoulders with it. So I'm going to do 2 more on this side, taking some nice deep breaths. When you're all the way open, or as open as you can get, you just want to try to relax, try to allow a little bit more rotation in that torso. And then go ahead and bring it back close. We're going to do 1 more. Nice and controlled, not letting that arm get behind your back. rotating your head with your hand. And go ahead and bring it back close. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and roll back onto your back. Find a good, comfortable position. We're going to call that your recovery position. And once you're there, I want you to scan from head to toe and just connect with your muscles. Be aware of any sensations you're finding. But specifically, if you're finding tension, I want you to just relax. Let it go. Let the body lay heavy against the floor. And once you're done scanning, I want you to take your focus to your breathing. Inhaling deeply, drawing the breath in through the nose and down into the belly. Letting the belly expand as you fill it with air. And then exhaling completely, letting the belly collapse. Taking some nice deep breaths. Good, and I want you to count your breaths. Inhale is 1, exhale is 2, working your way up to 10, and then starting over. If you lose track, just start back at 1. And take one last deep breath, filling the belly with air and breathing out slowly. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. Take your time getting up. Please remember to roll to your side first and help yourself up. All right, that was the stretch portion of our Move Beyond Cancer program. Thank you for joining us.